So the first question is, can you think of an aha moment? Sorry, this is my doorbell's gone. I've got it wired to a thing.
Looks like you're in a party.
It is, yeah. Especially with the flashing Laura Pomfret light
I'm
flashing.
here for it. There's a disco. It's a Friday afternoon.
Little fish cardboard box. So the first question is, so I've been distracted by that. The first question is, can you think of an aha moment in a product or service that you've a company you've worked with or a product or service you've worked on, and how did you get people to that as quickly as possible? How do you engineer it? So for yourself, well, I'd be surprised if you don't talk about financial.
Well, no, definitely. And I with financial, the aha moment is definitely that you can do this thing. You're just looking at it like that change is possible and you can take control of your money. And when you have control, you have choices. And like I said before, like money, if you don't tell it what to do, it'll find stuff to do and they'll have a really good time. And I think so many people see so many blockers. And with financial, what if we can get people, I mean, strictly our aha moments, the budget, it's a retention tool. Like we did a lot of data on what was the thing that made someone sticky. You've got to get someone to the aha moment in your product or service for them to go, oh, I get it. And we were using Mixpanel to look at what people were doing, and then what were these people doing. And it took us a while because we're non-technical backgrounds, and we just suddenly realized that if we put someone to do a budget properly, the budget that we do is very different to other people. It's like a P&L, and it teaches people about this concept about there has to be an excess, and the excess is the thing that you put toward your financial goal that you're working to at the moment. So no excess, no goal. No excess, no holiday. No excess, no investing. No excess, whatever. But if people didn't find that, they just thought we had like a bit of a goal tracker and some really good content, but why would I pay for it? And then you get them to do one, and then if you can get them to do two, they're staying, they're not retaining because they've copied it over and they've gone, yes, I'm going to do this again this week. So strictly speaking, in for financial, it's that. I think I was thinking about another product that I really enjoy using. I don't know if you've ever used it if you're into fitness, but it's MyZone. Have you heard of MyZone? Oh, there we go. I've jumped it. Getting to the second budget, and like I said, it's not only is I think that's the best demonstration of the financial method because it sets out this concept of the profit, the excess, but secondly, people put in their data in, they've made it personal to them. The minute they start to personalize it, like you can put an emoji or a picture on it, you can do the dates around payday, you can add your pots that you're saving up, there's loads of different elements to it. But when we're speaking to people, because we love speaking to customers, we'll speak to two a week, we record them, we use them as transcripts. Again, it really helps us with our content. But we're not saying to them, like, what feature do you like? We're saying, how are you? Like, where are you at in your life? What's going on? Why were you looking for something like this? You suddenly realize how passionate they are about their budget. It's theirs. It's not ours. It's not financial's budget. It's theirs. So that intrinsic value, like they've given stuff, they've put effort in, they've given time. So if you've got to second budget, they've really engaged with it, and it's become part of the way they manage money. Yeah, it's like you can't imagine it. I'm horrified, but yeah. Do you know what? It's one of the biggest light bulb moments I've had as a business owner. Someone really impressive, really. So the travel business I worked for, the travel tech business, was massive about picking up the phone, speak to people, get to know them, build a relationship. Not from a sales point of view, but because it was all about giving a bespoke service. And how can you give a bespoke service? Like if someone emailed you saying, "I want a holiday to Tenerife," to just send them back a list of holidays to Tenerife is kind of like what Jet2 can do or Google can do. Like you've just not added value. But do you know that they need like an accessible hotel? Do they like to go for walks on the beach? Actually, they really love fish. They should be in this fishing village. Like they don't like night flights. You've got to chat to someone for an hour to get all that out of them. I can't comprehend how few business owners, never mind people, don't speak to their customers. And I think it's because they're afraid it's salesy, or they hide behind a keyboard. If someone's not free for, like, you can set up calls, and especially if there's no agenda for them, people will take them. But people also don't have to answer. But the magic that you get, our most successful advertising campaigns, emails, TikToks, have been using the words directly from our customers' mouths, not words that we think they're saying. Like, I will never summarize from a customer interview. I write exactly. I mean, we've changed it now a couple of times, but our headline on our website was "Get your money shit together," because so many would say, "I feel like I finally got my shit together," or "I needed to get my shit together," okay, over and over and over and over again. We're like, how can they all say the same thing? And it's because it's how they felt. Overwhelm is not a word that we came up with. It's what our customers said. "I'm just overwhelmed. There's just too much. I just can't. I can't." And so for any industry, and if I, like, if ever I move on from financial, if ever I do anything differently with any other business or start any other business, the first thing I'm doing is speaking to customers, and not over email, and not hiding behind that. Because the stuff you learn is just everything you need, the secrets there. And I think when people are nervous about jumping on a call, there's two things. One, like, you're just never going to be able to understand properly what your customer needs. But more importantly, like, you could be onto a winner to nothing. Like, if you shy away from customers, even when you've not got a product, you could be building the wrong thing. And what if 2 or 3 calls could have made you go, "I don't need that.
Yeah.
They need this." So yeah, it's the biggest thing.
A term I've learned recently, I've been aware of product market fit for the longest time, but language market fit is that exactly what you're saying? So you're using their words in that. A few people I've spoken to for this podcast, and I've heard other case studies where you pick out some choice words, that's on the landing page, and suddenly the conversions go up, like, sometimes like 10 times, because they're just like, "Oh, this is for me. This is like taking the words out of my head that I didn't know I had, and I'm clearly going to go for these guys."
I think it's interesting when I think all clients should do this as well. Have a look at the first website they did. If there's it's usually it's something dead corporate, and something that you've, a platform to help people with financial well-being. So for example, we had something like that, and Holly said to me, "Laura, no one says that. Who says I want to be financially well?" I'm like, I know that it's a buzzword in the industry, but no one has said that in any of these interviews. Let's put shit on the website, and hey ho, it works. But it is that point that just, I think a lot of first-time websites or first stabs, they're definitely going to be wrong, because that's real life, but also they'll probably not really reflect what it is the customer is looking for.
100%.